Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Connor leading out with Arkham's Astrolabe. Nathan with a Mother of Runes. Ponder continuing Connor's game plan here. He's going to want to make all of his land drops and move forward towards some more powerful plays from Planeswalkers to just wrestling complete control over the game. The Mother of Runes will pose a little bit of a problem in the short term here. Snapcaster Ponder adding some value, creating a little bit of a standstill here. He can swing with Snapcaster Mage to get that Mother of Runes to potentially block, and now Knight of the Reliquary quickly Force of Willed. With Thespian Stage on board, kind of tips the hand that would mean lethal. And Oko just gonna bring some food to the yard. Dark Depths a possibility here at any time now. Tireless Tracker gonna get a couple of clues here. Two clues and likely will be turned into an elk. Food upgraded to an elk for Connor, actually. Which gets Swords to Plowshares. I'm a little surprised. I would have expected the Tireless Tracker to be taken down there. Swords to Plowshares. And now Tireless Tracker getting a boost from those clue tokens being sacrificed. The problem here now is elking the Tireless Tracker is going to just make it gigantic as it has these +1/+1 counters on it. Mystic Sanctuary. Now a hardcast Terminus, an answer to both Tireless Tracker and Mother of Runes. Those cards should go on the bottom of the library, not into the graveyard. So an error from both players there. We'll see if they catch that later. Right now they should be shuffled back in as the library is being shuffled for another chance to draw them. Sword of Fire and Ice getting elked. And another Swords to Plowshares, and it looks like Oko is going to be going down for the count unless Connor has some more defense. Do we see a Snapcaster Mage coming in? This guy's playing very quickly. Terminus put on top, and now an AK. And yet again, the board cleared. Now a Stoneforge Mystic. Getting Sword of Fire and Ice again. And they've caught that previous error. Those cards should be shuffled back in. They're going to go ahead and remedy that. And losing track of the number of Terminuses here. Dryad Arbor coming back down. If Connor's out of Terminus at some point, Dark Depths may be able to make an appearance and... Oh no, it'll only do like 20 damage. It'll have to kill Oko first. Gross. Being at 23 makes this pretty awkward. Sword of Fire and Ice. Sends. Shocks. This sword likely to become an elk again. The Dryad Arbor untouchable from Oko currently as it has Pro Blue. Mystic Sanctuary, very impressive so far. Jace the Mind Sculptor. a pair of planeswalkers here. Attempting to bounce the Dryad Arbor, forgetting about the Pro Blue there. That is why Oko can't handle it. What he could do is Elk the Sword of Fire and Ice and bounce the Dryad Arbor, but it really doesn't get too much going. Just kind of spinning the wheels if you can just recast the stuff. Another Swords to Plowshares, this time Force of Negation. And we've seen that line happen so many times here. Swords being there to handle these Elks. And now Dryad Arbor trading in. Stoneforge Mystic coming down, picking up the sword for some protection. Umezawa's Jite adding to the potential damage that this Stoneforge Mystic can do. Alright, the sword has been elked. Jite going on the Stoneforge. Looking to clear out the Jace the Mind Sculptor. And go face with the other one. Brainstorm finds Entreat the Angels. And that is going to be a wrap. Entreat about to create just a massacre during the Declare Blockers step. A ton of 4/4s showing up for Connor's defense. So Nathan there really drug into the deep end of the pool, continually fighting against the tide there. But eventually Miracles finding a finisher. Both defensively protecting his planeswalkers and then going to be able to turn sideways and wrap that game up super fast. Notice how we saw that Thespian stage threatening Dark Depths, but that was an interesting game state. The fact that Connor was often able to be above 20 life meant even if Nathan found the Dark Depths, creating a 20/20 wouldn't have been enough, as the life from the food would have kept him alive, and then the Merit Lage, despite being indestructible, would be easily handled by Jace or Oko. Terminus, kind of the story of that game, continually clearing Nathan's solid board presence for just a single card. Miracles really just wants to make a land drop like every turn. Just continue grinding with the swords taking out the bird. Bolt the Bird, one of the oldest call to actions in the game. That first turn bird soaking up mana spot removal. So often the correct play. Wasteland taking out Connor's first land drop. And the fact that it was a Tundra perhaps signaling that it'll be a worthwhile play there. Often Miracles just wants to make basic land drops throughout the entire game. Though this Bant Miracles list does have more non-basics than most thanks to Mystic Sanctuary as well. Stoneforge Mystic stopped by Force of Will. And now Arkham's Astrolabe into a second land. Dryad Arbor into Noble Hierarch. Another snow-covered basic that Arkham's Astrolabe going to be able to help out with whatever mana requirements are needed for some of these non-blue cards, or blue in addition to its other types like Oko. Palace Jailer now for no... I mean, it's some value. It's not obvious value. He's becoming the Monarch. Nathan going to try and outdraw Connor 2-1 here. Feels confident that he's going to be able to maintain his status as Monarch. Sylvan Library adding to potentially even more card advantage, and now Brainstorm from Connor. And he is finding himself dangerously close to being buried by card advantage. Though as we saw, this deck can, just like that Terminus, undo quite a bit of that card advantage. Those three guys shipped to the bottom. Boy, if Connor gets the Monarch status, this game is going to feel very one-sided. Miracles makes extremely good use of being the Monarch. However, we've got a Teferi drawing a card. Didn't actually catch what it bounced. Arkham's Astrolabe, the usual suspect. Oko. And now this is getting a little dicey. Oh, and Connor, feeling a sense of urgency, actually elks his own Arkham's Astrolabe, potentially hurting his mana situation just because he really wants to get in there and become the Monarch. Scavenging Ooze. Drawing a card. Swords to Plowshares, targeting the Skoos. And now Dryad Arbor, perhaps just chump blocking. Desperate times. Teferi ticking up. And that card feels like a time bomb to me. Teferi, once you get that second minus off of him, man, it feels a lot like winning the game to me. His static ability, the main reason he's played, along with the fact that he replaces himself, but once he starts becoming a card draw engine, it is absolutely brutal. And just like that, the end of that game a long ways away, but Nathan recognizing that his build not going to be able to come back from such a dire situation, busts out some love letter and going to go play some games on the side, waiting for the next round, hoping for a better draw in the next one. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.